All right, summer is coming up, which means, school is closing out the year. How do you make sure they keep learning outside the classroom? Experts say children typically lose 2 to 3 months of math skills over the summer months. It is called the summer slide, but there are some fun ways to make summer days learning days too. So here at Arizona's Family Garden, we have Libby Lossing, owner and director of operations at multiple Mathnasiums, so at Litchfield Park and also in Queen Creek.
Yes,
thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us on.
That's kind of terrifying. I mean, it's only 2 or 3 months that you have the kids, and they can, during the summer, and then they can lose that much.
They can lose that much, and it's a huge setback for the next coming school year, because everyone wants to go into the school year feeling refreshed, feeling confident, feeling ready to tackle whatever's in store for them that school year. And it's a huge setback whenever you're 2 to 3 months behind the ball. So there's a lot of easy ways to incorporate math in a fun and meaningful way for your kids, where it doesn't feel like it's school part 2, but it just becomes kind of lifestyle driven. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys today.
Okay, so we have the pool for the lifestyle. What age bracket are we going for here in the pool?
I'm going for elementary school mostly. So fractions are really introduced in the 3rd grade. And then we really expand on what we can do with fractions in the 4th grade. So in 4th grade, it's not just a matter of knowing the names of your fractions. It's knowing that 1/2 is going to be bigger than 1/6.
Look what you've done.
I know. So maybe the 6 is distracting for kids. They'll see the 6 and they'll be like, oh, that's going to be the bigger number. Reverse logic. More parts, smaller pieces. So that skill's introduced in 4th grade, as well as coming up with equivalent fractions. So 1/2 is the same as 2/4. So that's something that you can teach kids visually with doing fraction noodles, as well as coming up with different ways to combine the fractions and just get really comfortable. Fractions are an intimidating skill. So you can think of it as 1/6 plus 1/3 is the same as 1/2.
Oh my gosh. I like the visualization of it, and we're also floating in the pool while we're doing this.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're enjoying our summer.
Thank you for bringing this great display here.
No worries.
All right, so let's go to the beach ball, because there are a lot of numbers on that ball.
And there's a lot of different ways that you can scale this for different grade levels. So for your younger learners, like your 1st and 2nd graders, the name of the game is you toss the ball up in the air, you look for what your thumbs are near. So in this case, it's a 9 and a 6. So for your young learners, you can do 9 plus 6 is 15. You could also make it a subtraction fact, so 9 minus 6 is 3.
Oh my gosh.
For your 3rd and your 4th graders, make it multiplication. 9 times 6. 54. And then whenever you have older kids, there's no reason that your older middle school kids can't get involved too. So I would say you can bring in integers, so positive and negative numbers, so you can play around. Maybe the 2nd digit's going to be a negative number and the 1st digit's going to be a positive number. You can add, subtract, multiply. It's an endless way to play with a very simple object.
If I ever get an invite to your pool party, I know I'm going to be brushing up on my math skills before I attend. Because this is great stuff. What about the popsicles too, right?
Yeah, so definitely in the kitchen, that's where you get into fractions, you get into ratios. You could double a recipe. You could modify a recipe where your ratio, in this case with the popsicles, missing with your ratio of fruit to yogurt or ice and water.
Well, I was thinking that too when I saw the fractions and the noodles. I was thinking, oh, now you think of the baking when you're baking cupcakes and such.
Visually. So it's really great for the kids just to get to become comfortable in a non-intimidating environment working with these numbers.
What is it about math that you love so much?
I love math because it's sequential. It builds upon itself. So that's why I really emphasize younger elementary mathematics, is because this is a solid foundation that sets you up for algebra and beyond. So a lot of times when the kids struggle with algebra, they're struggling with the elementary mathematics behind algebra, so working with fractions, working with decimals, working with order of operations. So I love working with our younger kids, where I get to help them build a really strong foundation, and then that way they can be confident into their high school years.
No doubt about it. Well, that's great that you're doing this work. Thank you for making it easy and fun. It's a pool party essential now. Libby at Mathnasium at Litchfield Park and Queen Creek. Thank you.